Okay, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Hearthstone, the introduction.
Boys, look who it is!
This is a game of cards produced by Blizzard Entertainment, giving credit where credit is due right off the bat. Blizzard Entertainment put out a game called Hearthstone. It's based off of a game called World of Warcraft. It uses characters and minions and such from that game as the basis for their cards and the abilities and such that those cards and heroes have. My name is Lotherin. I'm going to be giving you a quick introduction game, an introduction to the game as well as an introduction to myself. So it's going to be a practice game. I'm going to use my favorite deck, which is Lotherin. He's a hunter. A hunter is a class that you can play in the game of World of Warcraft. And just a quick credit where credit is due again. I am using open broadcast software to record this. It's free to download. They obviously accept donations, but it's a free software. It's worked very well for me so far, and I recommend it to anybody who wants to record their own games, video games, and such like that. It's a really good, stable software with a lot of options. It takes a little bit of a learning curve to learn it, but once you get the hang of it, it's actually a very efficient software. Okay, on to the game. I'm going to go ahead and pick a class to play against, and I'm just going to kind of go like this and hit something random here, if I can get it to click. Oh, I got mage. Okay. And this is just little flavor text there. And a little bit more flavor. As you see, that says the innkeeper, which means you're playing against the computer. Most of the time you'll be playing against other players, unless you want to practice like I am right now. But I'm just doing the practice to show you how the game is played. First, you get you get to see your hand, and you get to pick which cards you want to keep, which ones you want to throw back in your deck to get replaced. I'm looking at a very high casting cost. This numbers up in the corner here represent the amount of mana it's going to cost to cast the spell. In the beginning of the game, you get 1 mana. Each subsequent turn, you get another additional mana to be able to use to cast spells in each of the turns. And all of your mana refreshes each turn, so turn 1, you have 1 mana to use. Second turn, you have 2 mana to use. Even if you spend those 2 mana, third turn, you'll have 3 mana to use. I'm going to turn back this 7 casting cost and hope that I just draw it later on in the game when it's castable, because I'm obviously not going to be able to cast it for 7 turns. And I'll keep the rest because they're handy cards to have. And I got it replaced with a 3 casting cost, which was a very good idea. The coin, is because I go second. When the coin is flipped to see who goes first, the mage gets to go first, I go second. The benefits of going second is you get this coin card, and you get an additional card out of your deck. The coin just gives you 1 extra mana on 1 turn of your choice. So you know, if you have a card that's like you're only 1 mana short to cast it, you can use that to get the mana you need. I'm going to go ahead and use it this turn because I have a 2 casting cost creature, the Bloodfen Raptor. It has, well, I can't mouse over it right now, but as soon as I cast it, I will. I'm going to use the coin to gain 1 additional mana this turn only. I just drag it up into the play field and it casts. Now, as you can see, I have 2 mana crystals down here. This is what I have to spend. I'm going to use those 2 mana crystals for the Bloodfen Raptor, and now he is on the board and playable. Or in play, I should say. 3 is the damage he will deal. 2 is the amount of damage that takes to kill him. As you can see the little Z's coming out of his face right there, that means he's summoning sick. As soon as you summon a card, you cannot use him to attack with until the following turn. So there's nothing else I can do at this point. I'm going to end my turn and allow the mage to go. And she is casting her hero ability, which for mages is deal 1 damage. She pays 2 mana. She deals 1 damage to her choice. She chose to deal it to my raptor. So now he's 3 damage to attack, only 1 damage to kill him. I'm going to now decide I can attack now or I can cast a spell now. My choice. What I'm going to do is, because I only have 2 mana, I'm going to use my hero ability. For hunters, it is deal 2 damage to the enemy hero. I don't get to pick where it goes. It just does the 2 damage straight to the enemy hero. I'm going to spend my 2 mana and send the 2 damage to what we would like to call straight to the dome or straight to her face. And I'm also going to attack her straight to her face with my 3/1 Raptor. it will deal 3 damage to her. Heroes don't deal any damage back unless they have a weapon equipped and they're attacking. You'll see that later on. But for now, you just need to know that my Raptor dealt 3 damage to the enemy hero. The goal of the game, reduce that health down to 0. So if I can deal 3 damage and other minions that I have or other spells that I have to deal damage to the hero, bring that life down to 0 before she does that to me. Okay, so my turn is done. And she cast a 3/1, a beautiful charge. As you can see, it says charge. It's going to go away, so I wanted to mouse over it for you so you could see it. Charge means that the creature can actually attack on the turn it was played. It's a special ability of that particular creature. That's why she was able to attack with it. I'm going... Oh, and I happen to have the same one. And I think I'm going to use it. So I'm going to cast 3 mana. I'm going to cast my Wolf Rider, which is a 3/1 charge. And because it has charge, I can use it this turn. 3 damage straight to the enemy hero. And again, my mana is used up. As you can see, they're all dark. So there's nothing else I can do this turn. And now it's her turn, and she's going to summon a 3/5 Taunt. Taunt is another ability that is very effective in a lot of decks. Taunt means that when I go to attack with my creature, I have to attack the Taunt first. I can't attack anything else but a Taunt creature. That the benefit of having a Taunt out there is, say the enemy hero has, you know, a really nice creature that they want to keep out there, but I have the creatures to be able to kill it. They can throw a Taunt up there so that I have to attack the Taunt instead of the creature they want to keep. Or if they want to keep me from hitting them straight to the face, they throw a Taunt up there and I have no choice but to hit the Taunt instead of straight to their face. Now I have 4 mana. I have a lot of options now because everything in my hand is castable at this point. I can deal 3 damage to 2 random enemy minions, but I can't do that right now because there's not 2 enemies to cast it on, or to deal the damage on. I could deal 3 damage, and the spell says if I have a beast in play, it doesn't say in play, but if you have a beast, deal 5 damage instead. The Wolf Rider is not a beast. It will say it between the 3 and the 1 at the bottom of the card. It'll say it right there. It'll say beast. That's how you'll know. And I don't have one to show you right now. Explosive Trap is a secret. I'm going to play that now to show you how that works. Hopefully the enemy will attack me so you can see it. But when a secret comes into play, it comes up as a question mark on your hero. When your hero is attacked, deal 2 damage to all enemies. And there's all kinds of secrets out there. That's why it's a secret, so the enemy doesn't know what that secret's going to be. The only thing they can see when they mouse over it is the casting cost and the fact that it's a secret. So in this case, the hero hopefully will attack me and set off the trap, which will deal 2 damage to all of her minions and the hero. She has a Taunt up there. I can't kill the Taunt with my charge. 3 damage to her 5 will not kill it. Her 3 to my 1 will kill mine. So I don't want to attack right now unless I know I can finish it off. I still have 2 mana left. I'm going to use my hero ability to deal 2 damage to her dome. And I'm going to end my turn. Now the enemy hero has an option to attack my minion, which is what she just did to take it out. Again, 3 damage to 1 to kill it. Or she could have attacked me straight to my dome, which would have set off the trap, but she doesn't know that. And then she played another creature. Now see where it says beast? That's what I was talking about. Her creature is just a 2 attack and 7 health. Now there's 2 creatures on the board. I can play this card. 2 random enemy minions. There's only 2 up there, so I know where which 2 is going to be picked. If she had 3 or more, it would be random, and I don't know which 2 are going to be picked. But because there's only 2, I'm going to take the opportunity and say, yes, the 3 damage is guaranteed to be dealt to both of those creatures. 4 mana to cast it. Both creatures take 3 damage. I get rid of the one that only had 2 health left, and I dealt 3 damage to the one that had 7 health left, leaving it with 4. So that I can finish the job later on if I so choose. I only have 1 mana left. I have a card that costs 1 mana, and it is a Taunt. I'm going to put it up there so that her 2/4 can't hit me directly to the face. It has to hit my Taunt. And then I'm done. So those are the basics of the game at this point. I'm going to go ahead and finish off the game. You're welcome to watch the rest of the video if you'd like, or you can just skip to the end at this point with my thanks for watching my video. And please don't be afraid to check out the rest of my videos. They're not going to be this simple-minded. This video, again, and I apologize. Simple-minded was just because I couldn't think of a better description for it, but this was just an introduction to the game for those who have never seen it before. Obviously, the rest of my videos are going to be much more advanced. It's going to be for people who have seen the game, who have played it, who know what's going on. I'm not going to describe every single move. I'm just going to go ahead and play and perhaps discuss my strategies, discuss certain decks, certain cards. I have a friend that likes to do the same thing on his account, making videos, and he likes to appear in my videos. I like to appear in his videos. His name is Apparition, and you'll see him from time to time.
Actually, over here, if you can't see me.
Well, I'll give you a little quick shot. This is Apparition.
Appreciate the shout out, Apparition here.
And again, I'll go ahead and finish off the game for those that want to see it. Anybody else can go ahead and skip to the end with my thanks, and I'll see you again later. And here we go. I'm going to deal 3 damage to that guy to take him out. And this one is Deadly Shot, destroy a random enemy minion. There's only one there, so guess who's going to get destroyed? 3 mana, take him out. And I'm done. Hero power 1 damage, guess where that's going? The only target available. Me. And a 2/7. Not too afraid of a 2/7 right now. I have 29 life, she has 20. And this is called a legendary card. If you notice the gray dragon around the top border of the card indicates that the card is a legendary card. Another indication is the little under where it says the beast. There's a little orange or yellowish depending on your color setup on your computers. It's a little gem underneath. That also indicates that it's a legendary card. Legendary cards tend to be extraordinarily good. They have higher than average abilities, higher than average health and attacks. They tend to have lower casting costs. They do really good things. They're also very expensive to get. They're very rare to get an epic card. I was lucky enough to have gotten this out of a expert pack. I believe that's where I got it from. And he just happens to be perfect for my Hunter deck. 6 casting costs for a 9/7. That is just enormously huge. Kind of early in the game. When you have 6 mana, it's only the 6th turn in the game. To have something with 9 damage dealing capability is just, it's insurmountable almost. A mage can deal with it. They have spells in their decks that can handle 7 health. But it's not often that they draw them all at the convenient time too. So I'm hoping that this mage doesn't have the capability of dealing with a big creature like that so soon. Another thing about this particular legendary is he has a death rattle. Death rattle means when this creature dies, the effect takes place. The effect for this particular card happens to be summon a 3/3 Finkel Einhorn. Finkel Einhorn is just the name of a card for your opponent. So when my creature, my 9/7 creature dies, a 3/3 creature appears on the enemy's side of the board. It's a compensating effect for the fact that it's such a cheap casting cost for a really big creature. It compensates for that by when it dies, it gives a bad effect to me. It kind of it evens the playing field a little bit. So I went ahead and cast it because I want to kill my enemy. Again, it's got summoning sickness, so I am going to say done.
Just clarify too, not all legendaries have negative effects.
Right. That's a good point. Apparition pointed out. Not all legendaries have negative effects. This particular one does because it's such a good card. They want to level the playing field, but there are other legendaries out there that simply have a really good effect or a really high health or whatever. And you'll probably, if you follow Apparition's videos as well, you'll see him play a card called Tyrion Fordring, which has nothing but good benefits. There are no bad benefits to it, or bad side effects, I should say. Again, it's just the effects that come out of the cards. You put the cards into your deck that you feel suit your play style, and the rest of the cards in the deck. I'm going to go ahead, and now the mage has managed to deal 6 damage to this creature, but didn't take it out because it still has 1 health left. I'm going to go ahead and hit the mage for 9 damage straight to the dome because that's what this creature is meant for. And then I'm going to go ahead and play... Where is it? There it is. Explosive Shot. Deal 5 damage to a minion and 2 damage to the adjacent ones. Which means if I choose this creature, it's going to deal 5 damage to that creature, and any creatures next to it will take 2 damage. Obviously, there's only one creature next to it, so that's the only one that's going to take the 2 damage. But if there was another one on this side, it would also take 2 damage. So I'm going to go ahead and do that to clear the playing field, because if I don't, he's going to use one of those two to take out my 9/1, and hopefully I don't want that to happen next turn. Unfortunately, I'm a little bit more experienced and I know better. That I know that this mage has a mage ability of deal 1 damage, so she's going to spend 2 mana and just deal 1 damage to my creature and finish him off. But that's okay, because I still have Kill Command, which deals 3 damage. And so when he gets that 3/3 creature on the other side of the board, I'm just going to kill it anyways. So I'm not too worried. And I still have that secret in play as well, because she hasn't attacked me yet directly. Okay, there it is. You see how she killed my minion and immediately spawned up a 3/3 creature on her side of the board, which then turned into a 4/3 creature because of the other one she played. Raid Leader, your other minions have +1 attack. So that gave this card +1 attack. Again, it doesn't affect its health. I still can kill it with my 3 damage, which is what I'm going to do. Or I have the option to actually kill the minion that gives it +1 attack. That sometimes is really good if she has a whole bunch of creatures on the board. You might want to do that instead. But in this case, I'm going to go ahead and take out the 4/3. And then I'm going to play a card of my own. I still have 6 mana left. As you can see, 6 out of 9. This 6/5 Taunt costs 6 mana. And again, it's a taunt, so now her 2/2 can't attack me directly. It has to attack my taunt. And I'm done because I'm out of mana. She casts a 6/7 Boulder Fist Ogre. No special abilities, just a 6/7, and because of the other creature in play, it gets +1 attack. So now it's a 7/7. Again with a River Crocolisk. It's a 2/3 that turned into a 3/3. She attacked me with her... That was kind of dumb on the part of the computer, to attack me with the creature that's giving all of our other creatures a benefit. Because that creature died, now the other creatures are not getting the benefit of that +1 attack, so they all go back to normal. Alright, she's at 9 health. I'm at 29. I'm in very good shape. I have 10 mana. I'm going to cast a spell that gives all my other creatures +1 attack, turning my 6/2 into a 7/2. I'm going to attack her straight to the face for 7 damage, leaving her with 2 health. Don't forget my hero power. 2 mana, 2 damage. Straight to her face, finishing her off, and that's the game. Usually I give a well played to if I'm playing against another player. This one's the computer, but you can see how I did that. And that's a victory for my hunter. Again, thank you for coming to watch my introduction to Hearthstone. Please go ahead and check out my other playlists. There will be much more advanced stuff going on. You'll learn more in-depth abilities, cards, and whatnot. So until then, this is Lotherin saying thank you for viewing, and I'll see you again. And
Apparition thanks you too.
have a good one and take care.